Recently, a writ petition was filed by former Rajya Sabha MP Dr.Subramanian Swamy. He seeks to delete the two words socialist and secularism from the preamble to the constitution. The bill has been accepted by the Supreme Court. Now, according to the petition, these two words socialism and secularism in the preamble are not valid because they are added through the 42nd Constitutional Amendment 1976 during emergency at the time of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. So, according to the petitioner, such insertion is beyond the amending power of the Parliament under Article 368. The petitioner also argued that the constitutional framers never intended to introduce socialist or secular concepts in the democratic governance. He said that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar had rejected the incorporation of these words as the constitution cannot thrust upon the citizens certain political ideologies by taking away their right to choose. It is stated that the preamble has been declared as a part of the basic structure of the constitution in the Keshavananda Bharati case, and hence the parliament cannot alter it. So, let's see what is the purpose of preamble and is it possible to amend the preamble to the constitution? Okay, a preamble serves as an introduction to a document and contains its basic principles and goals. Here we are talking about the constitution. When the Indian constitution was being drafted, the ideals behind the preamble were first laid down in the objective resolution adopted by the Constituent Assembly in 1947. These ideals emerged out of the numerous debates that took place during the drafting of the constitution. Initially, the preamble said, "We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign democratic republic." That's it. Okay, now it is important. Then, under what circumstances was preamble amended? So, what was the need and what were the conditions created to do this? The then PM of India, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, showed her socialist and pro-poor image with slogans such as "Garibi Hatao," eradicate poverty, among the masses on the basis of the 42nd Amendment to the Constitution passed in 1976, when the emergency was in rule. She got to replace these words sovereign democratic republic with sovereign socialist secular democratic republic. It also changed unity of the nation to unity and integrity of the nation. However, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar argued, what should be the policy of the state, how the society should be organized in its social and economic side are matters which must be decided by the people themselves according to time and circumstances. It cannot be laid down in the constitution itself because that is destroying democracy altogether. So the drafter, or you can say the father of the Indian constitution, were also not in the favor of inserting these two words as what he said in his statement. We all know that under Article 368(2), Parliament can amend the constitution by passing a bill in each house by a majority of the total members of that house and by a majority of not less than 2/3 of the members of that house present and voting. After that, the bill shall be presented to the president, who shall give his assent, and thereupon the constitution shall stand amended. The question of whether the preamble is a part of the constitution or simply an introduction has been deliberately upon by the highest court, because the meaning and weight of the objectives mentioned in it, such as equality of status and opportunity, remained unclear from the perspective of law. However, the Keshavananda Bharati case said in the petition that the preamble is a part of the basic structure of the constitution and the government has no right to change it. That is what the Supreme Court said. So, what is the basic structure doctrine of the Indian Constitution? There is no such mention of the term basic structure anywhere in the Constitution of India. The idea that the Parliament cannot introduce laws that would amend the basic structure of the Constitution evolved gradually over time and many cases. As we have seen in many cases, Supreme Court has made many judgments regarding the basic structure. The idea is to preserve the nature of the Indian democracy and protect the rights and liberties of the people. The basic structure doctrine of the Indian Constitution helps to protect and preserve the spirit of the Constitution document. It was the Keshavananda Bharati case 1973 that brought this doctrine into the limelight. It held that the basic structure of the Indian Constitution could not be abrogated even by a constitutional amendment. The judgment listed some basic structures of the Constitution as supremacy of the Constitution, unity and sovereignty of India, democratic and republican form of government, federal character of the Constitution, secular character of the Constitution, separation of power, individual freedom, and many. Any law or amendment that violate these principles can be struck down by the Supreme Court on the grounds that they distort the basic structure of the Constitution. Also, the violation of any principle mentioned in the preamble cannot be a reason to go to court, meaning the preamble is non-justiciable. That's all in today's session. See you soon.